Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon Draft League format. Yes, it's that time of year again, kids. We're back into it. This year we're only doing one league. I didn't do, or this season, I didn't do a draft recap video or a team builder for this week because I feel like I'm not good at them, and I don't really care to get better at them. If you guys want to see them, I'll do them. I just don't think I'm good, so that's why I don't do them. But anyways, we're here for week 1 of season 4 of the NPCC. That is the league that we're currently in, and we are the Minnesota Wild Charge. You know how we go. But I'm gonna go over both teams here, even though you can see the teams that we brought on screen. My team was a team I actually drafted for another league that I didn't end up battling in, and I redrafted for this league and kind of made a few changes because I forgot some of them, and then some of the ones we got sniped on I was able to get in this one. So my team for this season currently is Mega Mawile, Tornadus Therian, Alolan Marowak, Crocodile, Kingdra, Politoed, Smeargle, Vikavolt, Tangela, Chansey, Jinx. And of course for this week you can see that we brought Smeargle, Vikavolt, Kingdra, Mega Mawile, Politoed, and Alolan Marowak. While my opponent, Carson, or ToxicGaming, coach of the Chicago Bewears, whose link will be in the description below, has a team of Celesteela, Zygarde 50%, Darkrai, Sylveon, Darmanitan, Serena, Swampert, Raichu, Hitmonchan, Exploud, and Kadabra. And you can see the Pokemon he brought in front of him are Swampert, Darkrai, Zygarde 50%, Celesteela, Sylveon, and Kadabra. A really scary team. I was kind of worried about Darmanitan showing up as well, and I was a little worried about like Hitmonchan and Exploud and that kind of stuff, but he brought a lot of the really scary stuff, especially Darkrai, Zygarde, Celesteela, Sylveon. Hard hitters and fat Pokemon. Just not fun stuff. So I'm not going to go over my team too much because I'll kind of talk about them in the battle, but the whole strategy for this team was we have Rain, so Kingdra can outspeed things, and then we also have Sticky Webs on the Smeargle, so Mawile can outspeed stuff. So Mega Mawile has enough speed to outspeed Darkrai once it gets hit by Sticky Webs. And then we have Swords Dance, so we can hopefully Swords Dance off with some, hopefully sweep through the team. And then Kingdra is a physical Kingdra. Usually I would go like physical special, just so that... Actually, Kingdra's technically mixed, but not really. And yeah, we'll just get on into this battle here against Carson, ToxicGaming. Let's hop right in, and I'll see what I can remember because it was a few days ago we had this battle. So I'm going to lead off here with I believe Smeargle. Yeah, I lead off with Smeargle just so I can see if I can set up my Sticky Webs. He leads off with Swampert. I kind of figured he'd lead Swampert or something of the like to deal with Smeargle. Swampert's there so it can set up Stealth Rocks while I'm setting up my stuff. So I'm going to Spore him, put him to sleep. Swampert's also probably the most likely Pokemon he'd want to be put to sleep because it is his Stealth Rock setter, from what I can tell at least at this point in the game. So I only have Sticky Webs on the Smeargle. I do have Stealth Rocks on the Alolan Marowak. And when I did go over his team preview, I was really happy to see he had nothing to spin stuff away. His Serena and his Hitmonchan didn't show up. So I can set up Sticky Webs, and they're there to stay. Now, I don't want... Like, Smeargle's done his job. That's all he can do at this point. He does have Rapid Spin, so I could stay in and get rid of the rocks if I needed to, but I'm just going to Parting Shot, get Smeargle out of here, and get something in that can kind of deal with this Swampert. And that's going to be Hacksaw. Typically not my Vikavolt's name, but this is the Vikavolt I had to use. I've got to get a new one that has the right nickname. Actually, I think I could change his nickname because he's mine. So I'm going to go for Energy Ball here, just in case Swampert wants to stay in for some reason. I figured he wouldn't. He switched out into Sylveon, and it's at this point that I'm a little upset that Vikavolt doesn't have Volt Switch, because I could be chipping this thing every time it switches in. Unfortunately, I carry Thunder as my only electric type move. And that also means I have to rely on the rain. I don't have to rely on the rain, but it's a lot more efficient to be using Thunder in the rain. But I'm just going to manually switch out Vikavolt here for my Smeargle. Because Smeargle's done what he's needed to do. I don't need him anymore. If Sylveon takes care of him, I am Focus Sash, so it would take 2 hits. But Smeargle is just kind of, I don't need you anymore. I don't want you sticking around so you can get set up on. I do have Parting Shot, which is nice. But I'm going to bring in Smeargle. I'm going to go for the Parting Shot here, because then I can drop Sylveon's special attack. And I didn't want to switch Mawile in right away, just in case he predicted that and went for like a hidden power fire or ground. But now that he's at -1, I feel better about bringing Mawile in, especially when it's not Mega Mawile, not as bulky that way. So we get the useless Intimidate off. He's going to go for another Hyper Voice, which kind of makes me feel better because I think he would have switched it up expecting Mawile to come in at some point here. It does do quite a bit of damage because, again, I am still Baby Mawile, and Baby Mawile does not like being hit. So I do make a misplay here. I haven't been in a draft league for so long, I forgot that you have to Mega Evolve turn 1, so I just went for a Swords Dance. My competitive brain is just like, oh, Swords Dance, and then if you bring something in you don't like, you can switch out and use Intimidate later. So I Swords Dance, and then instantly I'm like, oh crap. So I messaged him, I'm like, hey, I think I'm supposed to Mega Evolve turn 1, I'm staying in, so I will Mega Evolve. He's like, okay, that's fine, so week 1, blah blah blah. Like, alright. So I stay in, Mega Evolve, I go for the Play Rough this turn. It is a roll to knock out a defensive Swampert, so I'm hoping first off we hit, and second off we get that roll. So we hit the Swampert, and bada bing bada boom, Mega Mawile getting the first KO of this season. I had to make it rhyme. But anyways, so Mega Mawile is poised to sweep here. The Kadabra comes in, and I'm like, I don't have Sucker Punch, and Kadabra is faster than Darkrai. So he's going to outspeed, so I'm just going to go for Iron Head here. I figure he can't do too much to me, but he goes for Thunder Wave, and thank the Lord it misses. It really sucks for him, because hitting that Thunder Wave would have opened up such a big opportunity for him to come in with like Zygarde and stuff, now that Mawile is slower than everything. But fortunately he missed. I bring him down to the stash. I'm like, I gotta get the hell out of here. I can't let Mawile get too slow. So I bring back in the Vikavolt just to see if he's going to do it again. He does, and even if he didn't, I am Assault Vest, so I should take any hit pretty well. Psyshock's going to hit a little bit harder than other moves, but it is still a Kadabra. It's not an Alakazam, so Vikavolt's going to take that pretty well. I can go for Bug Buzz and get rid of this Kadabra, so it is out of the way. And no more Thunder Wave for you. So now he's going to bring in Randall, which is the Zygarde. I'm like, well, less isn't great. 1,000 arrows can hit me, but it doesn't. But it shouldn't do too much because it is neutral. I mean, it'll do a bit, and I won't like it. It might be able to knock me out. But I just go for Hidden Power Ice here. He does Dragon Dance, so I'm like, oh no, if he has any like special defense or HP investment, this could miss on knocking out. So in comes the Hidden Power Ice, and see ya, Zygarde. So another huge threat just out of the way, one hit KO. Actually that's the first huge threat out of the way. So Vikavolt picking up that KO. Darkrai is now going to come in. I'm like, is he going to try and put me to sleep? Because Dark Void is legal in this draft format, just because it's so low and missing. But he goes for Dark Pulse. I am Assault Vest, so I'm going to take that, and I can go for Bug Buzz with no flinch. And Darkrai's gone. So Vikavolt's just ripping through this team right now, taking out the two bigger attacking threats on the team. And then in comes Kevin, which is going to be the Sylveon. I was really surprised that Sylveon didn't come out earlier, but I'm just going to switch out my Vikavolt again, because I would like to save Vikavolt for the Celesteela. I do have Alolan Marowak, that's why I brought both those two, so I had two things for the Celesteela in case one went down. But he's just going to wish on my Smeargle switch in, so I'm like, alright, I was just sacking the Smeargle off, but if you're going to allow me to keep my Smeargle around, I'll put you to sleep here. And that's exactly what I do. Since the Swampert's gone, I can put a new Pokemon to sleep. Spore connects, of course, with the Sylveon because of it being 100% accurate. So he takes his first turn of sleep. I'm going to do the parting shot again out into, I believe, Mawile. He's actually going to withdraw the Sylveon, that's right. He brings out Edge, the Celesteela, and I get the drop on the Celesteela. Typically, the attack and special attack drops aren't going to matter too much with Celesteela because they're kind of bulkier. There are those offensive Celesteelas, but you don't see them too often. And since Vikavolt underspeeds Celesteela, and Celesteela isn't affected by the Sticky Web, I'll bring in Alolan Marowak. It's still, Celesteela still outspeeds Alolan Marowak, but it is a lot less likely to knock me out. It could have Earthquake, but I don't believe Celesteela is a Z-move mod. I don't know that I wrote that down. Oh, Darmanitan and Zygarde were. So Celesteela couldn't have Tectonic Rage. That would really be the only thing I have to worry about. And Flare Blitz wouldn't KO Celesteela, no problem, of course. We know that from VGC. See you later, Celesteela. And Unfortunately, I'm Rockhead, or sorry, I'm Lightning Rod instead of Rockhead, because just in case he brought Raichu, which I still shouldn't have been too worried about, because it really only is super effective against my Politoed, but whatever. So I'm going to switch the Marowak out, because at this point, we might as well keep the 5-0, or the 6-0, sorry, if we gotten this far. We're down to the Sylveon. And even if he woke up, Hyper Voice wasn't going to be able to knock me out, and he's at the -1 speed, so Mega Mawile will be able to Iron Head, bop, and Sylveon is gone. So, week 1, we get a 6-0. Completely, I attribute that to the Thunder Wave miss. Who knows how it could have turned out the other way. It could have probably turned out really badly for us if Thunder Wave had missed, because he could have set up with, like, Zygarde or something. But, hey, I'll take it. Having a week 1 win, especially a 6-0 win, is really good momentum to start off with. Unfortunately, it does make our other opponents very wary. We didn't get to see Kingdra or Politoed this battle. They're just typical sets, so it wasn't like you were missing out on too much. Kingdra did have the Corkscrew Crash for Sylveon, and he sent me his EVs and stuff afterwards, so it was a roll to knock out a Sylveon, I think, with my Corkscrew Crash, but it didn't really end up mattering too much. Everybody's going to be expecting that Smeargle set now, so I've got to change that up. I do really like the parting shot on Smeargle because it makes it so he's not just sitting there waiting to get hit or waiting to get set up on. And what was the other thing I was going to mention? Because Chansey was going to be on this team. Oh, Mega Mawile originally wasn't on this team. It was Chansey. So I'm really glad we brought Mega Mawile instead. It really helped out against Sylveon. Chansey would have as well, but it didn't have that offensive presence that I needed against Sylveon. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's going to be week 1's match. Be sure to go check out Carson, ToxicGaming. Really good guy. He was in the PGL with us, too. I believe we battled him there. I'm pretty sure we did. So, yeah, if you haven't seen that match, I'll be sure to link that one in the description as well, so you can go watch a past match with him. I think he whooped us in that one. So. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to join us next week, where we'll be battling another familiar name from the PGL, the Blackthorn Frogadiers with their coach, Ioku. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay sharp, everyone, and go Wild Charge.